Well, hello there, family, friends, and loved ones, as I always say. Hope all of y'all are well and safe with all of your friends, family, and loved ones. You know what? I'm a little tired of all the craziness that's going on in the old U.S. Hey, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a ride through the countryside. And I know many of y'all like to do that too. Some of you don't. For those of you who do, pile on in. I think we can get 4 across the back of the old Focus. And that, now, some of you want to sit on each other's laps, you can do that too. And we'll get 2 or 3 of you up here in the front. One of you can be on the console. Two can get shotgun, okay? And let me get y'all set up, buckled in. We're going to take a wild ride in the countryside and show you Alabama here on November the 5th, late fall. Okay? Now I hope y'all can hear me well enough. I don't know about all that. But let's get on with the drive today, okay? Oh, hold on. I gotta go get something. Y'all just stay right where you're at, okay? Gotta turn the car off. So let's get us on down the highway, going my way. Yeah, I can't sing, as you can tell. I hope y'all can. But it's about 2:30 in the afternoon, and we got hard to believe, 77 degrees. In the deep south. Woo, look at that sky ahead of us. That's beautiful. Okay, we're just gonna cruise through that stop sign. Y'all pretend like we came to a full stop, okay? Wasn't no traffic coming. Hardly ever is. Nope. Got lawn care service right there. I mow my own grass occasionally, as y'all know. But as you can see, I want y'all to pay attention to the trees. They're just starting. Now it's November 5th. You see, just starting to turn. Just a touch of yellow. Ever so slight. Yep. Color don't come easy here in the deep south. So here we go. In fact, some years everything will be nice and green, just turn a little bit of color, and then we'll get us a quick drop in temperatures, that first frost, and all leaves fall off like it did last year. Remember that? But I thought this would be a pleasing drive. Not like we're going to go to the moon. We're just going to head her on up in the countryside. Many of y'all think we're a flat little old place, something off Gone with the Wind, but we're not. We're in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. Now, the very last foothills. In fact, you go about 0.8 of a mile south of my house, and you drop off into the coastal plains. Well, yeah, I can see some yellow starting to show on these trees. Ain't a lot. Well, I'm going to keep yapping for a bit. And I'm going to let y'all enjoy the ride. Now, we can all talk between ourselves, in the background. Probably have to whisper. So, camera don't pick it up, right? For all those who couldn't fit in the car. Lord have mercy, some of y'all got in the trunk. Now hey y'all. Now, we got 3 of y'all in the trunk. here we go. Now my voice might be a little bit raspy, and you might hear a few coughs. Whew. Well, Mr. Tom's been putting in the hours. Now head her on down this way. Go back further, deeper in here. On the old tar and gravel county roads. Well, at least all of our roads are paved. There are places in America, and there are here in Alabama, where there's still dirt. You know, I see that up in Iowa, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, you know, Montana. But most of ours are, you know, I'd say about 98%. If you want to go deep into the old-timey, old-fashioned heart of Dixie, I can take you there too. Yeah, I can see just a touch of color coming on right there. Ooh, yeah. Just pay attention, folks, because we're going to be up, we're going to be down. We're going to turn left, we're going to turn right. We're going to go all around. Now, I like these roads right here. Nice, smooth blacktop. Oh, yeah. And we're one of the more sparsely populated counties. I think when I looked it up, we was like that. 42, 43,000. We a big county. But you know what? We're all filled up. We're just fine on people. Oh, I just saw a squirrel run across the road. Don't know if y'all caught that. You know what? This time of year, we might see us a deer. Yep. Or some turkeys. Man, it's too early for feral hogs. But out at night, when I used to work nights, coming home between 1, 2, 5 a.m. in the morning, well, I'd see packs of hogs running across the road. I'd also see those pack of coyotes all the time too, roaming through the city. And then we got a hawk up there, you might have noticed, up in the sky. If you look closely, you can see some, I don't know what you call them, burnt orange. Ain't too colorful. I hope my old GoPro here, which I've had now, oh, come this Christmas, 2 years, is doing justice for this here beautiful countryside ride. Right here. Deep South Bama. Now back when I was a little boy, we were really, really poor. You know, that was before, you know, my parents got 4 children. It's just me for a long time, my sister, and then of course they had my younger brother. And then many years later they had my very youngest sister, the baby. And that. We used to take them Sunday drives. It's all we could afford for entertainment. Now we didn't take them every week. It would be like maybe once a month, maybe. And that's all we do is ride on a rare occasion, like 2 or 3 times a year. We might be able to go to A&W root beer. And you know, back then you could get a small root beer, not a float, root beer, for a nickel. Yep, nickel. And my daddy, each spring for us children to get one, and mom and daddy. And we just sit there, you know, it was drive-in under a cover. You ordered it, and they brought it out on roller skates. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And we'd sit there and we would savor that little small root beer. You know, people, if you came out now and tried to give somebody a small root beer, they'd look at you like you had done lost your mind. We just expect too much in America. We don't savor the small. Oh, saw some red over there. Some sweet gums or sour gums. Headed on up this hill. Yeah, maybe we'll burn off some of this old gas in this little old Focus. It's only my second fill up of gas all year long. Now that in of itself is unbelievable. Maybe y'all comment how many times y'all filled up your car this year. I got another viewer out in California. I think he's in California. His name's Mark. And I have the greatest respect for that man. And he has some health issues and that, but he's been on lockdown, if I believe, since March. And if I remember correctly, he's all by himself. You know, I have a lot of respect for him. I hope he knows it. And I hope he watches this. And if he don't, next time you see him comment, which he don't comment often, you'll tell him we all appreciate Mark. You'll know it. I think he's one of the few Marks we got on the channel. Woo, there we go. I like going up, down, all around. Through the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. I think we're actually in the toes. No, people had those mums out by the driveway. They're looking pretty. Got me that Z28 Camaro you saw us go head on with early in the video. Red black stripes coming up on my butt. No, Mr. Tom ain't doing but 45. That's another thing I enjoy about retirement. You can go whatever speed you want. Now I tend to go a little bit slower in life now, because it ain't like I'm in no hurry. Ain't like I got no place gotta be. There was a time when every day I had to jump in the Focus, the Mustang, truck, whatever it was, and I had to get on with it. You know what I'm talking about, those of y'all out there still working. You gotta get her done. You gotta get on down the highway. Got some curves in this road. Of course, that 35-mile-an-hour speed limit, that don't mean nothing. I put me some nice tires on this little Focus when I bought it. Put me some new struts on it. That's an important thing, folks. You want to keep your handling and your ride, you got to keep up with those struts, and I know they're pricey. And as well as the brakes. My daddy taught me, oh, there's a nice orange tree right there. That's a maple. You don't see many of them here in Deep South. Only stubborn people try to grow them, because they don't live unless you water them. And like I said, this ain't gonna be a long ride. It's just for all of y'all who enjoy them. Oh, look at those nice pecan trees. If I saw them out in the yard, I'd go over there and ask them and see. They got a bunch of pecans this year. I'm sort of interested to know. If any of y'all are in Alabama, you let me know how your pecan harvest was this year. Because mine was simply amazing. Now this is a state highway we on, not a country, and you can see it's nice asphalt, all painted up and everything. Yeah, many in the country badmouth old Alabama. We got better roads than they do up in the Northeast. Yep, sure do. 'Cause I've been there. I'm from Pennsylvania, New York State. Lived in many states across this country, and Lord knows far too many countries. I take Alabama roads over any I've been in, including California. It's been there too. One thing I always wanted to do was take the Alcan Highway up there to that old Alaska. I was actually going to do that in my retirement. That was one of my bucket list things. Not sure if I'll be able to do it now with this here old virus going on. The risk is just too high. If we get a good vaccine, I'm going to take it. And I'm going to live my life just like I planned. You know, we got some small clouds up there in the sky today. A little hazy. Now y'all remember when we were in what everybody wanted to think was full lockdown. Remember how brilliant blue that sky was? Didn't take long for that to go the way, did it? We wide open down here in the state of Alabama. Trust me, we are. Now there on the right, we passed an old state little picnic area back when this was, you know, for the interstates and all the 4 lanes. And this was a main artery in the state of Alabama. This is Highway 49. It runs primarily from south to north or north-south, depending on which way you come. And we're passing by some fields of one of our main crops now around Tallahassee. Grass, or in other words, hay. About all we do around here now. But there was a time when we were chock full of small family farms, all the way from settler days we were. Yeah, here we are. You see, we way out here where our one and only cell phone tower is. That's why sometimes people call old Mr. Tom. He don't get no calls. Got the state trooper up there behind the storage buildings for sale, trying to catch him some people going just a little tad too fast. Yep. Now we just 5 miles out of Tallahassee. Of course, those signs always put it at the center of town, not the outskirts. Oh my Lord. Our low gas light finally come on. That's only the second time this year, 2020, that's ever happened. I just knew if I come out and took y'all for a ride, we'd run the last of this old gas, slap out of this car. It's just such a beautiful day. I wanted to share it with all y'all. And that. And I'll just say thanks to the viewer who helped me find that rattle. And if you notice, you can't hear it no more. I think he said it was a Ford emblem. So I whacked it a couple of times. I threatened that Ford emblem with changing it to Chevy. Quieted it right down. It sure did. Oh, there's our favorite superfoods right there. Can't say enough good about the Superfoods family. And it is a family. Family owned, family operated. Yep, sure is. Now I hope that there bright sunshine shine down on us there from the west over there. Ain't bothering y'all too much. We'll turn here a little bit to the northwest. Get it out of your eyes, okay? normally like to ride around with no radio on, no music. I know many of y'all go, oh, Mr. Tom, gotta have music. Well, sometimes I just like to listen to the wind, listen to the car, and listen to the sounds around me. Today, that's what it's all about. Listen to the car. It's getting on up there in age. Yep. Considering what I paid for it wasn't much at all. I got a good deal. You know, it's been over 21 years since I bought a new vehicle. I finally learned in my life. That's just not a good decision. That's one of them wants, not a need. We'll go really extreme to justify why we need a new one, when a perfectly good used one in good shape would do just fine. We can save a ton of money too. That's why old Mr. Tom ain't got no house payment, ain't got no car payments, he ain't got nothing but basic bills. Thank God with the way there's a bridge right over there on the left. Did y'all see that? I'm waving at them as we go by. Okay, y'all wave too. And anyway, that's why my retirement went sort of turned south or north. Didn't quite work out the way I had it planned all my life. I'm able to survive and meet my basic needs, and of course, take care of the kitty and the kitten crew. Well, I gotta admit, y'all all help out there too. Sending goodies, treats, food, and those who can donate. And right here on the right, we're just going by. Back when I moved here, that used to be a little mom and pop Dairy Queen. I mean, they didn't call it Dairy Queen, I forget what. But anyway, you could go down there, get you some soft serve ice cream sandwich, or you know, what have you. It was just darn wonderful. And I tell you what, we had for years, and I noticed about 2018 it went away. We used to have an ice cream truck. You remember the ice cream trucks that used to drive around the neighborhood and had that music playing? Yep, came by every afternoon after school got out, it did. All through the late spring, summer, and fall. And my children, when they'd hear that thing, they'd come running if I was home. If they weren't, I'd always leave them a little bit of change. You know, so they'd go out and get them a, you know, Nutty Buddy, ice cream sandwich, whatever they wanted. It wasn't too costly. I got to give that old guy credit. He did it for the children. He just loved to see their smiles and the fact they all just ran to him, chased them down, and gathered around his little old truck. He was a good person. I sort of figure it went away because he must have passed away. Young folks ain't gonna do nothing like that no more. Waste their time just making a little bit of living. Nope, they gotta go for the high dollars. No, I can't say as I blame them. I was the same way when I was their age. And you know what, y'all, and I know many of y'all agree, once you get our ages, you understand money ain't about everything. It's about what you did with your life and the people that you know, and people that you influence, the lives you made better. Well, here we are, back to the old home place. Yep, my little half-acre paradise, or at least I believe it is. We'll just, oh, there's not Merlin, there was Elrod laying right in the driveway. Well, I saw him yesterday, but he was MIA this morning for chow. Anyway, y'all, there it is. Just a short ride in the countryside. Now, yes, it was for all of y'all, but it was for me too. I just needed a little bit of relaxing, and I'm sure many of y'all did. So, let's get on out of here. and head her on up to the front porch. Okay? Seatbelts come off now. We gotta climb out of the vehicle. I know y'all packed in here like sardines. So I'll be nice now. Let's be civil. I wish the whole country would listen to those two recommendations. Elrod, I saw you laying down in the driveway, or sitting. Yeah, there's food. Come here. Come, guy. Come on. Come here. Come here, baby. You don't gotta run from Papa. No, you don't. I'm not a mean person. Who's been treating you mean? Come on. Come on. There's plenty over here for you too. Yes, there is. Has somebody been treating my buddy mean? They have? No. Well, if you'd stay around the home place, I want you to stay around every day next week. Because you and Magoo got a special date. And as soon as I say that, y'all go disappear. Then I gotta call the, and tell them I can't find y'all. Of course, thank God they're real understanding. I love you, big buddy. You're my bestest talker. Huh. You sure are. You enjoy. Okay? Cleo, did you wake up? Did you miss Papa? You did. Oh, you miss Papa. Well, you get rambunctious in the car. And I had a carload. All the viewers came along. Lord, that Focus was squatting down on the springs. I was almost thinking we might have a flat tire. No, she don't work no more, Elrod. Nope, she don't. She's all taken care of. And that's what I want to do with you next week, take care of you. And that's all I'm going to say about that. 'Cause I swear, sometimes I think cats can be mind readers. I say something I don't even spell out, where I want to take them. Because every time, him and Magoo just seem to disappear. That's why I think they're mind readers and can read my thoughts. It is such a heavenly day today. I'm not ready to go to heaven yet, but this is my part of it. Right here. Sweet home Alabama. And I'm sure for all of y'all, wherever y'all are at, for many of y'all, sweet home Iowa, Nebraska, Ohio, Michigan, yeah, New York, Ireland, the UK, Australia, Canada. You know how we all feel about our little piece of home. That's the way I feel too. Do you feel that way too, Cleo? I'm sure you do. And there's Spook with his bro-mate, Elrod. Hey, Spooky. Kitty, kitty, kitty. See it? I can tell that's Spooky, that little pointed tail. Sometimes it's hard to tell. So y'all, there you have it. We all jumped in the old Ford Focus. Now, I would have loved to use the pickup truck, but it's all full of water. Back in the bed, y'all might have had the backside to get a little wet. It would have been a beautiful day for it. But the way it's parked, tends to fill up water there in the bed. It's got one of them one-piece bed liners in it. Now, I need to crank her on up, air up the tire a little more, turn around so the water will drain out of it. So don't get on me too bad. Maybe, before it turns cool, we'll all pile in the truck so I can take more of you along with me, right? And I think today we only had like We had 3 in the front, which was unbelievable. Then we had 8 in the back, and I'm not sure which ones y'all 2 or 3 were jammed in the trunk. I could hear y'all talking back and forth. But, I'm sorry for the ones that decided to go in the trunk, because they couldn't see all that beautiful scenery. But, all jokes aside, y'all, just thought, I'd take you along with me, because I really needed to go out and just listen to the wind, the noise, the peacefulness of the wind blowing across the car, the sounds of the motor, the road, and that. And of course, as always, I enjoy the conversations with all of y'all, which I'm sure we'll have many in the comments below. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I do hope, wherever you are, that you're safe and you're well and you're healthy with your friends, your family, and your loved ones. And your little furry friends, like I am here in Bama. So y'all, until we see you on the next video, me, Spooky, Cleo, and Elrod, which is decided he's gonna lay out in the sun on the end of the driveway. I want y'all to take care, stay safe, and God bless each and every one of you as you bless others in your lives. Now I gotta go in and talk to Trixie. You know how that's gonna go, right? Cleo, do you hear that airplane? Yep, I hear it. You clean up, baby, because it ain't too long. It's only about 3:30. It'll be dinner time. We always have dinner around 5 or 6, right? It's tradition. Pop will be out then. Yes, he will. Baby, you just don't know how sharp your claws are. They like needles. Spooky, I've told you 1,000 times, blueberries are done. Don't be eating them dry ones. We want them to germinate, okay? Yep, time to go in and see what Trix got to say. Trix, what you got to say? Huh? Don't be shaking your head at me. You didn't say nothing about wanting to go along. You were asleep underneath the dining room table. Yeah, I'm calling you out. Look at that, you got good food right there. You got them Tender Crunch. That's your favorite. That's your favorite right there. Yes, it is. Now, what's your favorite now? Meow Mix? That is me. Oh, excuse me. That's Friskies. So now you're saying Meow Mix is your favorite? Yeah. Make up your mind. Is it Meow Mix? Okay. Lord, I just put in an order to Chewy. Now I gotta do another one for Meow Mix? Okay. Well, let me go on in there while this video's downloading. I'll order a couple bags, okay? You gonna say bye to the people? You gonna say bye? Please say bye. You ain't gonna... God, you're one stubborn lady. Later, all.